So, hello and welcome to another coin video, fellow coin collectors. My name is Glenn and today we're looking at the 1939 halfpenny. So, you can see I have 3 coins here. 2 of them have the Commonwealth of Australia, 1939, and one of them has a Kangaroo, 1939. So this year had 2 different reverses of the Kangaroo. And essentially, the Kangaroo is just a reverse type of the penny. So if you put both of them together, you would see that they're hopping and they're pretty much reversed. There's a little bit of stylistic difference between the 2 coins, but that's basically what they represent. So this obverse is the Blakemore design. So what was his full name? William Henry James Blakemore. He designed this coin, and George Kruger Gray, that's why it's got KG, designed this coin. And he also designed the other pre-decimal coins, except for the threepence, not the threepence, the sixpence, which kept the same design as before. And he designed other countries like East Africa, New Zealand, Fiji, New Guinea. So he was very prolific in his designs. So which of these coins is the rarer of the 2? Well, considering that they are both minted, it's quite easy to find the mintages on the internet. So the Commonwealth of Australia had a mintage of 4,670,000 and the Roo had a mintage of 780,000. So this is the coin you will be looking for, and the value in low grade is pretty much 20 times this value, so that's probably very fine and lower. In extremely fine and higher, it's usually 10 times this value. So we'll look on eBay and we'll see how much you can actually buy these coins for. But once again, as I say, when you look at eBay, it's better off you purchasing these in lots. So the errors that you want to look for in these coins. Okay. So with this one, you got the doubling. So you need to look for doubling on the denomination. So 1 halfpenny, die cracks, crossbar in HA in halfpenny. So crossbar, don't see any there. Small blobs, die cracks, and blob over R in Australia. Is there any blob? No. This coin looks in pretty good condition. And I don't see any errors in the actual coin that we're seeing. And so you got die cracks go around there. So the die cracks on these Commonwealth Australia coins are not too scarce to find. And here we have the effigy. So on both coins it is the same. So here we have 39. So these are probably in very fine condition because I can see a lot of detail in the hair. So that is a coin you want to look for. And this is classed as the A side and Kangaroo is classed as B. So that is the 2 different signs. But you don't really need to know that off by heart. This one's a little bit more worn. What we're looking for is what we are talking about: die cracks, cuds, and just anything that you might think is not really, it shouldn't be there, so it looks out of place. I don't see anything on that coin. Then we have the Kangaroo. So there are a few things you should find in this one. Legends on both sides, flat and weak. So these ones are quite strong, so we don't have that error. Dot between HA and half. No, don't see that. Lump on the Kangaroo and attached to phi. No, don't see that. Dot on Kangaroo's back. No. Last line of date leans to right. Because I haven't got another coin to compare it, I'm not too sure if that one leans to right or if it's upright. And die crack. Okay, 9 can also be doubled. Don't see 9 doubling. But if you look at both of these, you can see that one leans. This one probably leans to the right a bit more than that one. And what was it? It was last coin leaned right, so it's just probably the way it looks engraved. Okay, so there's also another thing you need to know. So this is very important information if you have a 1939 halfpenny, the Kangaroo type. Okay, the original master die reverse characterized by very detailed fur lines on the paws of the Kangaroo. So the paws of the Kangaroo is, where's the actual coin? I've moved it somewhere. Here. So we're talking about the front paws. And a series of prominent ribs found at the juncture of the leg and torso. So, but in later strikes, this is probably harder to tell. So, however, these features may only visible in early strikes. The easiest way to distinguish this type is to examine the Y in penny, which exists as a double foot. So if we look at penny and you can see this as a single foot. So it means it has a single projection on the bottom. And if we, if we go back, the more common reverse struck is an alternate die in which has less fine detail on the Kangaroo and easily identified by the Y in halfpenny, which is truncated on the right side and is best described as having a single foot. So the coin I got is the more common type. Very few original B types halfpennies have surfaced in this extremely rare condition. So talking about double foot. And that is what you need to look for when you get these pennies. So here I have a 1945. And if we look at the 1939, 1945, they both have a single foot. But if I place a 1964, you can see that one has two projections on both sides of penny. So that's what you were looking for to get the most value. If you want a 1939 halfpenny that's of great value, is one with the double projections on the bottom of the Y instead of the single projection like I have here. So this one is the lower value of the two main varieties that you were looking for. And once again, you've got errors, die cracks, cuds. that make the coin a bit more valuable as well. So here is the fun part. Let's see if we can find, a double foot on the Y halfpenny. So here we've got some values of sold halfpennies, and all of these have been the Kangaroos. And as you can see, you can get quite good values for them. So the lowest so far is $10. And let's have a look and see if that is a double or single foot. And what I can see there is that it's a single foot. So here is another one, and it might look like it's a double foot, but the projection is not too clear on that coin. So that one went for $11.50. So that is also probably in fine condition. Looks like it has some damage there. It's hard to tell if that's post-mint damage or if that's a lamination problem. I'm probably going to go for lamination, but that's a good buy if you wanted to get one of these coins. So here is a very clear example of the single foot, and if you look at the coin, you can see it's in very fine condition. This side is not as well kept as the reverse side. So if both sides were like this, then the price they paid, $12.50, would have been a good value to purchase. Yeah, that just would have been a good value. So here we have another one, and it looks like it has a little foot there and a big foot on this side, so shows some indication of it being truncated, and maybe it was probably start of a die crack or something like that on the actual coin. So if we go down, we have a Commonwealth of Australia, good condition. Let's have a look. Yeah, it looks like a little bit of a die fill, and yeah, probably very fine condition. I'll put that in. So that's a good price, and probably a bit higher than what I thought it would sell for. Okay, so you got some more. I haven't seen any Kangaroo ones. Oh yeah, here's one for under $10, and here's another one, $3. That is definitely a good buy, and it's a little bit hard to tell if that's a single or double foot. Okay, so here we have a set of 5 sold for $54. So let's check them and see if any of these are. So this is a single, looks like a single foot. These are in a pretty poor grade for $10 each. Single, and might be double. So I'm not too sure. Looks like it's double. So you can find the double ones, but they will not be that common. Okay, I found this really good coin. So if you look on both sides, probably EF condition. There's a lot of mint luster, so you can see the metal on the coins around here. And if we look at the Y, this one looks like it has a double foot. So double foot, you can get them. They are the lower mint, but a lot of people don't really know about it. So with pre-decimal coins, even if it's a pretty scarce variety like we have here, then they should be quite easily obtainable. So this is not a 1923 penny, halfpenny, or a 1930 penny, which pretty much even people who are not coin collectors know about, especially the 1930 halfpenny. But ones like this with the double foot are not really well known. So this one sold for $18, and I believe that that is a good buy. So that is my presentation of the 1939 halfpenny. We've got two different varieties, and with those, oh, you got two different coins, not varieties. With those coins, you've got different varieties and errors. So there's the two varieties, the single foot and the double foot. They are not errors because they're deliberately made. And the errors you would find are die cracks and the doubling, and also dots and cuds that you can find on the coin, and also lamination flaws as well. So anyway, I hope this presentation was helpful to you. I hope you did learn something about Australia's historical currency, and I would like to see you in the next video. Leave a comment down below. And another thing I forgot to say, I have no idea why they changed the design in the same year. It's just an enigma. If anyone knows, please leave a comment down below. Thank you very much. Have an awesome coin and banknote collecting time.